5150, Jimmy Cabs, Urla, Vita, Pua is around there somewhere.
Yeah, Boya, yeah.
Boya, Ufomammut, Benvutuna, North America, the United States, Estados Unidos. Welcome.
Thank you, grazie. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here in LA, especially, and US is always, something special, because
These guys just finished destroying Los Angeles, which I would say is the space voodoo of Ufomammut. First of all, let me just say, fantastic performance as usual. 3 years ago, you were here touring at Gate. Amazing performances. Tonight's was interesting because as I've seen your shows throughout the years, I noticed that the ritual of Ufomammut mesmerizes everyone. You expand the minds and everyone is in a trance. My question to you is how do you do that? It's incredible.
That's a good question.
From the beginning to the end, everybody was magnified, just entranced.
The funny thing is that nothing is planned, and it's very natural. I don't know, and the way we compose, the way we play, the way we are together, it's very natural, and I don't even know what to say, and there's anyway an evolution. We are talking about, we are comparing 3 years ago the Hecate tour and now with 8 tour. It's a different record, 3 years more, older, but maybe a bit better as a musician, not so much, not too much, but it's a different record. 8 is very different than Hecate. It's more complicated, more. Maybe Ulo can help me about that.
Well, I don't know. I think that the main thing is when we play is the reaction of people. When we feel vibes coming from the people, we have to give people our own vibes,
Exactly.
and there is an exchange, and the things goes from the people to us and vice versa. So I think that the more the people is in what we are doing, the more we feel we have to give something to the people. I mean, it's a natural thing. It's not that we have a mission or whatever, but when we play, we love to play music. I think it's
That's the only mission.
yeah, I think we are very grateful that we are still together, touring, playing, and doing what we love to do. And so every time we have a crowd like tonight, for example, that is very involved and very excited about what we are doing, we feel the same. And so it's like we are at a gig where the people is our band, to see. And so the exchange comes out natural for us, and that's cool.
What's amazing is the band has always, since the beginning, had a sincerity when you are on stage playing. That sincerity transforms into this magnetic energy where every person is, as I mentioned before, magnified by that. What's incredible, though, is you have that same energy on the recorded music. So whether it's an album or it's on stage, it's enthralling, it's magnetic. My question to you is how have you been able creatively to master that art?
I don't know. As Vita said before, what we do comes natural to us. There's not a plan. We don't write our music with a purpose. Let's do an album that sounds like that or that. Maybe we have some ideas like we want to sound heavier instead of softer, because we notice that all the bands usually start in a way and end in another way, getting down and down and down and softer and softer.
Especially getting older,
Yeah.
As more as you get old, and as more your music goes down,
Yeah.
it's
That's not
Soft.
the case with Ufomammut. It seems that every record is heavier and more
Yeah, but that's
more
probably-
catastrophic.
I think this is the main plan.
Exactly.
Way. We just play, we rehearse, we listen to what we have done, and then we say, okay, this is good, this is not, and we try to evolve the songs and the album to give it something that is a single thing at the end. Like all our albums, usually you have to listen to them from the beginning to the end, especially in the last years, because
from Eve
yeah,
till
and
now,
also live we play them from the beginning to the end because I mean we feel that when it's like a star. I mean it's in the sky and you look at it and it's like that. And also our albums are like that from the beginning to the end. It's a single thing that we have to reproduce in the same way and so on. And I don't know. You want to have something?
Yeah, we feel like we are like classical music composers, you know. When when you listen to some Beethoven, we are a little bit like a Beethoven, you know.
Yeah, sure.
This is too much, but
A little bit.
We are better.
We are better than Beethoven. No, in the meaning that music is
different orchestrations.
not only
combined in
this.
one.
It's just we would love to play like the perfect pop song, you know, but we are not able because it's too difficult. So we prefer to expand the music and try to find our way, as probably they were saying before. And our way is to do these compositions that they live all together. The songs are connected. The music is just one thing. So I'm not comparing to classical music, but the idea of having something that has to be performed from the beginning to the end is what suits us in the best way. But we are open to every mutation of our music. So maybe the next album will be just a collection of songs. Like I don't know. Since now it's been this way.
Yeah, the Ufomammut.
No rules.
Best hits.
Well,
Greatest hits. Ufomammut.
Which brings me to since September of 2017, I've been marinating your music with your great latest release, Otto 8.
Yes.
8 for those of you that are in the sciences or mathematical wizards, you know it's the infinite number.
Yeah.
It's the unison number. It's the number that never dies. It's just constant.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that you named your album after your eighth. This is your eighth album, but I would say that it really does describe you as constant,
yeah.
all unified. Be that as it may, this record in itself, as we mentioned before, every record has its own power, its own foundation. This record takes it to a whole other level, but at the same time, for the listener like myself, it seems more darker. Is this a darker record?
I think it's in some way probably it is. It's been recorded in a different way. So for the first time we recorded all live except from vocals and synthesizers. We recorded all the music live. So this make I think a great difference compared to the previous albums.
Yeah.
And in some way, I think it's less darker than before, to be honest, because it's more. There are more songs that are more open, like Zodiac, for example, or, but I don't know because we have a different idea of what we do from the inside than what it is for the people outside. So.
Yeah, it probably is normal.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's different, so when you listen to something, it makes you feel different ways. Even maybe you can feel it like it is darker than the previous one. So it's good for us. I mean, it's normal. It's just like the brain of everybody works in different ways,
Yeah, exactly.
and so this is a good thing. Really important thing that synapses, you know, the connection between the, the brain cells works in different ways, probably.
We don't
So-
have brain cells.
No.